Hi, this is Mark, mobile editor at TechRadar.com, and today we're taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy S5, Samsung's latest flagship Android device. The Galaxy S5 has a 5.1-inch 1920 by 1080 display. That gives it a 432 ppi resolution. It's made of plastic, just like all the other Galaxy S devices. One new addition is a fingerprint sensor right here where the home button is. Unlike the iPhone's fingerprint sensor, you don't just press and leave your finger on there. You've got to swipe your thumb up and down. Over on the back, Samsung has upped the resolution of its camera to 16 megapixels from 13 on the Galaxy S4. It also has an LED flash. One of my favorite features about this phone is the fact that it's waterproof. You can put it down in about 3 feet of water for 30 minutes as long as everything on the phone is sealed. The back is removable so that you could remove the battery and swap your micro SD cards, but it needs to be sealed really tightly before you expose it to any water. Down below where we have the micro USB port, there's now a flap, which is new to Samsung's Galaxy S devices. And the reason for this is so that it can stay waterproof. Every time you open it up and charge it, there's always a notification on the screen reminding you to close it. As far as specs go, inside the Galaxy S5, we have a Snapdragon 801 chipset with a 2.5 gigahertz Crate 400 CPU and an Adreno 330 GPU. It's pretty fast. It's a lot faster than the Galaxy S4, even though this also has TouchWiz on it. It's TouchWiz over Android 4.4.2 KitKat, but Samsung has scaled back a lot in terms of all the options and gunk that the UI has. The front-facing camera is a 2.1 megapixel camera, and it can record 1080p video at 30 frames per second. The 16 megapixel camera on the back will record 2160p at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second, and 720p at 120 frames per second. There's also live HDR when you're recording video, which is kind of cool. It doesn't look that great, but it's there when you need it. Over on this side, we have the power button on the side. That's where I prefer power buttons on phones that are larger than 4.5 to 4.7 inches. It makes it a lot easier to reach. If we open up the back, you'll see that there's a pretty large 2800 milliamp hour battery. This will give you about a day to about a day and a half of use, depending on the notifications that you have set up and everything, but it's pretty solid battery life. Nothing spectacular like the LG G2 or the Galaxy Note 3, but it's not that bad either. Over here where the SIM card is stacked with the micro SD port. The phone comes with 16 or 32 gigabyte options for storage, but it'll support up to 128 gigabytes for micro SD. I'm Mark Flores. That was a look at the Samsung Galaxy S5. For more news and reviews, visit TechRadar.com.